Hi, are you an OT who struggles to practice mindfulness yourself despite knowing all of the benefits? Or do you struggle to teach it to your clients in a way that's meaningful and useful, or a way that they can remember? I'm going to teach you some ways that you can teach mindfulness and experience mindfulness in a really practical, day-to-day living sort of way, just like we OTs like to do things. Maybe you could even practice it together with your clients. Now here's the secret. If you've ever traveled, you've probably already practiced this type of mindfulness. You just didn't call it that. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. We know there's a lot of evidence to show that our brain actually changes measurably in response to regular mindfulness practice, having a positive impact on mood, regulation, cognitive function, pain, flexibility, empathy, and even sleep. When you list these things to your clients and try to say they need to practice mindfulness more regularly, do their eyes kind of glaze over? Do they say, I know, it just doesn't work for me, I can't meditate? Or maybe they say, yeah, I should be more mindful, I should eat better, I should exercise, I shouldn't use my screen before sleep, blah, 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 blah. I'm Carlin. I'm an occupational therapist in Canada with a mental health private practice. I also love helping other OTs internationally so that they can show up in a more authentic and aligned resource sort of way in the way they're working and living. I'd really appreciate it if you'd click the thumbs up and the subscribe button. This helps other OTs like you see my content, and it has a ripple effect, helping their clients as well. So many people assume mindfulness is meditation. There is mindful meditation, but I think of it in a big Venn diagram. I think of lots of things in a Venn diagram. There's mindfulness, there's meditation, there's a section where they overlap called mindfulness meditation, but we're talking about living mindfully, mindfulness without meditation in this video. Here's a definition of mindfulness by Jon Kabat-Zinn. Mindfulness is the awareness that comes from paying attention on purpose, in the present moment, non-judgmentally. I read somewhere that he sometimes adds in the service of self-understanding and wisdom. So what does this look like in practical terms? You could drink your morning coffee while scrolling social media, and then you go to have a sip and are surprised to find that your cup is empty. And you look up and the sun has risen. Or you could sit and drink a cup of coffee by a window in your home, not attached to your phone, like you're sitting by a window in a cafe in Paris, across from a park looking out, savoring the roasty smells, fully experiencing all the different flavor notes of the coffee, noticing the texture and warmth of the cup, maybe even watching the tree leaves blow in the wind. One of these ways of sitting and drinking your coffee, just a simple task we take for granted each day, is mindful, in that you're fully experiencing in the present moment, without judgment, the experience of drinking coffee. Really aware of what's happening, your inner and outer experiences. You're paying attention on purpose and non-judgmentally. Now, if you intend to try this, let me know if there's a place that you've had coffee very mindfully or a similar drink, but really noticed yourself being present, soaking up the whole experience. Drop it down below and see if that can inspire you to have a cup of coffee like that. I've found the non-judgmental part of paying attention on purpose in the present moment, non-judgmentally, to be the hardest part for a lot of my clients. Judgments are evaluations of the experience. You could be sitting there doing the exact same thing, drinking coffee like you're in a cafe in Paris, but maybe your mind's chattering away. Ooh, I've been sitting here too long. Maybe I should get up and go do something. I'm being lazy. Or I have to prepare for that meeting. Oh my gosh, I'm late. Or maybe your mind goes to, ooh, these windows are dirty. Why didn't they get cleaned last week? So non-judgment means to let things be as they are in the moment. This isn't to say we should enjoy them or make them positive. This is just to say they are as they are. When we're traveling, we tend to be pretty good at letting things be as they are. After all, we didn't go somewhere else to have the same experience as being home. We're out for new experiences, so we're open to them. We're more present, we're more aware, we're less judgmental. We're paying attention on purpose because we paid a lot to be there. If we go on a ski vacation, we don't complain that there's snow. If we're touring through the Amazon, we're not complaining about the bugs. Or if you go to watch a sunrise in Hawaii, you don't wish for it to have been at a more convenient time. We make room for these things because we are there to experience all aspects of this place we've traveled to. Would Rome be as interesting if they slowed it down, made it a little bit more quiet and smell better? Well, smelling better would be an improvement, but it wouldn't be the full Rome experience. We're simply more flexible when we're traveling. Check out my MindFlex video when you have a moment for more on flexible thinking. When I'm teaching mindfulness to my mental health OT clients or to the OTs that I support in getting unstuck, I encourage them to do 1 or 2 activities per day mindfully. Just regular day-to-day activities, but turn them into a mindfulness practice. Remember, the definition of mindfulness is the awareness that arises from paying attention on purpose in the present moment, non-judgmentally. We can do this with anything. We don't need to close our eyes and meditate to do so. You can make a cup of tea mindfully, you can brush your teeth mindfully, you could shower mindfully, you can even unload the dishwasher mindfully. In fact, when I was doing my mindfulness training, we were encouraged to take a task that kind of irritated us a little bit and make that a daily mindfulness practice. So I picked unloading the dishwasher. Just taking one dish at a time, paying attention, noticing, lining things up, sorting things. It was really kind of cool to turn this into an activity where I was very present rather than rushing or being frustrated and angry that somebody else hadn't done that. Another way to practice mindfulness is to go out and embrace your inner traveler. That could be walking through a park with openness and curiosity, experiencing everything through all your senses, and really being present and open to it, rather than listening to an audiobook or thinking about your big to-do list. Try going to a farmer's market you've never been to before, taking in all the colors and the sights and smells, noticing the smiles and the chatter and the loudness. Texture of the different things that are for sale in the market. Novelty can help, but a more interesting challenge might be to go to your regular grocery store, maybe just to pick up a pastry or not buy anything at all, but go there on purpose, be present and non-judgmental, and see what you can notice. You might notice a lot of things you've never seen before. How many bakers are usually there behind the counter? Are there a lot of stock people, or are there any? Notice the colors and how things are aligned on the shelves. Do you hear fans, or do you hear music? Do you hear other carts? If you listen off into the distance, do you hear somebody several aisles over? What do you smell? Do you notice the smell changes as you go from aisle to aisle? Really being present and paying attention. That's a mindfulness practice. These things actually change our brain if we can do them regularly. Let me know by making a comment if you actually try this. Like, go out, try something, come back and make a comment and let me know what you've tried. I'd really love to know how this has impacted you, that it's caused you to go out and do something, and maybe even helped you to help your clients a little bit better. I love helping other OTs be more present and effective in their lives, not only in their own lives, but also in their work and the way they're helping all of the other people. I love this ripple effect. For more tools that will help you help yourself so you can help others, download my Vitality Guide. It's 9 pages full of lots of goodness that'll help you with cognitive flexibility and building vitality in your own life. There's a link in the comments for that. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to click like and subscribe and hit that little bell so that you're notified anytime I make a new video. There are new ones every Monday. Check out this video on shame and the highly sensitive OT.